This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Tuesday, December 17, 2019. I am Samuel Siknandon. Here's what we're tracking tonight. 2 police constables are under close arrest after beating and pouring hot water on a suspected thief who allegedly broke into their home. Police Commissioner Leslie James called a press conference this morning to inform the media of the incident. He also gave a commitment to ensure that the matter is fully investigated. The West Demerara home of the officers was broken into last Monday, and the 2 officers reportedly picked up the suspect and took him back to the home, where they severely beat on him and poured hot water on him. The 2 constables are brothers and the sons of a senior police officer.
The allegation is that the ranks proceeded to inflict injuries on him. That is, he was beaten, and he was also burnt about his body by some liquid. I suspect it might have been water, hot water.
Following the incident, the alleged suspect informed his family of what took place at the house. His mother filed a report, with the police triggering an investigation. Commissioner James said upon receiving the report of the incident, an investigation was launched almost immediately, and the ranks were arrested and placed under close arrest.
This matter is being investigated. The investigation is being led by a very senior police officer. He's not hospitalized. I was just informed by the Divisional Commander Region 3 that he's been treated and he's currently at home, I think convalescent.
The commissioner said the force believes police officers ought to be doing the right thing and not taking justice into their own hands. Just recently, another policeman came under fire after he was caught on camera assaulting a suspect during the course of an arrest. The matter is still being investigated by the police. More news after this.
It's bigger, it's better, it's back. It's GTT's plus size Christmas promotion. Connect with your friends and loved ones with GTT services to benefit from our biggest ever Christmas bundle of specials and be one of our plus size winners. Visit our website or call 227-9444 for more information today.
Big bundles for you. Big bundles for you. Top up a grand, we make a winner out of you. We got a game show for you. Game show for you.
At the most critical life-changing moments, the National Insurance Scheme is here to ensure that your needs are covered. Access reimbursement for medical expenses for various aspects of your medical care. We know that eye care is of utmost importance. Receive assistance with our Spectacle Care voucher. Visiting the dentist? Dental care is also covered under our sickness benefit services. Offset the funeral expenses of a loved one with costs covered by our funeral benefits. National Insurance Scheme. We're there every step of the way.
Enter the GBTI Quick Cash Christmas promotion and make it a Christmas to remember. You get up to $500,000 easy for anything you want this Christmas. Plus, enter for a chance to win fabulous items for your home. One complete 7-foot granite top base kitchen cabinet, 1 sectional suite, 1 5-piece dinette set, and complimentary baskets of goodies. Apply at your nearest branch or online at www.gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Christmas through your eyes.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right. Walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
Welcome back. Investigators of the Guyana Police Force are probing the murder of athletics coach Sion Anthony Burry. The man's lifeless body was found at Durban Park on the outer track that is frequented by athletes and trainers. The Guyana Police Force in a statement said there were multiple stab wounds to the man's neck. It is suspected that he may have been attacked moments after arriving at the park, where he was expected to meet up with athletes that he trained. The coach, who is a rural constable and trains police athletes, was last seen alive leaving his Sophia home at 3:30 this morning. His lifeless body was found clad in a blue training shorts and t-shirt and had a whistle in one of his hands. Police were called to the scene just after 6 o'clock this morning and are probing the case. The Guyana Elections Commission, GECOM, today voted to have a full verification of names of the more than 20,000 new registrants whose names were recorded during the house-to-house registration exercise. The verification is likely to be the house-to-house process, which could take up to 5 days to complete. Commissioner Robeson Ben this afternoon said the verification exercise is expected to begin as early as tomorrow. The PPP has been pushing for a full verification of the new registrants before they are added to the official list of electors. The party raised concerns about the issue recently. At the GECOM meeting, the government-nominated commissioners voted against the move, saying it could further delay the work of the commission. However, the GECOM chairwoman sided with the opposition-nominated commissioners and voted for the verification to be completed. The PPP has complained that a number of the names that were listed as new registrants were already on the preliminary voters list and were on previous list. Commissioner Ben said he wants the GECOM staffers to complete the verification exercise with due diligence as GECOM steps up its preparations for elections in March of next year. Guyana's Police Chief Commissioner Leslie James maintains that the current traffic laws are sufficient enough to deter drivers from being reckless on the roadways, but he believes the drivers need to change their attitudes.
It's attitude that is playing a major part in most of these accidents. We've been doing what we have to do. We receive complaints of policemen on the road who were stopping people, telling them about the manner in which they're driving and things like that. We get those reports, but we'll continue to do what we have to do.
The police commissioner said while in many developed countries there may be higher fines and more penalties, Guyana has its own laws that were developed specifically for these issues.
I think it's sufficient. At this present time, I think it's sufficient, but it just speaks to the attitude in which persons are conducting themselves, the way in which they're doing. It's almost as if they're flouting the law.
At present, persons charged with speeding face a fine of between $5,000 to $7,000. The Ghana Road Safety Council wants to review the current fines and penalties with a view to push for increases. The council is also looking at proposing a demerit point system. The commissioner said the force has launched an aggressive road safety operation dubbed Safe Road in all 10 administrative regions.
We have increased numbers now following this operation that commenced on Sunday. And this will continue until we see a change in the attitude of users of the road.
President David Granger has raised concerns about what he called the insane speeding on the country's roadways. Speeding is the leading cause of road accidents in Guyana. And in other news, the Pan-Caribbean Partnership Against HIV and AIDS, PANCAP, has announced its full endorsement of the World Health Organization's recommendation that pre-exposure prophylaxis, PrEP, be offered to all population groups at substantial risk of becoming infected with HIV. According to a statement from PANCAP, the WHO defines oral pre-exposure prophylaxis (PrEP) of HIV infection as the use of antiretroviral drugs by people who do not have HIV infection in order to prevent the acquisition of HIV. PrEP is considered a key prevention modality and should be an additional prevention choice in a comprehensive package of services that also includes HIV testing, screening and management of sexually transmitted infections, counseling, male and female condoms and lubricants, the statement said. In the English-speaking Caribbean, the Bahamas and Barbados have developed and implemented PrEP programs. PANCAP said that in both cases this was done in close collaboration with civil society organizations and, in the case of the Bahamas, with the private health sector. Both countries have at least 18 months of implementation experience and have been sharing lessons learned that are beneficial and can potentially be applied to other Caribbean countries. In August 2019, the Ministry of Public Health Guyana trained healthcare professionals within the private sector to implement PrEP, following which implementation began through a private sector civil society partnership. Other countries in the Caribbean are poised to implement PrEP following the PANCAP PrEP Share Fair, which was held in Barbados in August 2019, at which participating countries developed action plans for rolling out this initiative. The regional body said that, cognizant of the effectiveness of PrEP in preventing HIV transmission within an HIV combination prevention approach, PANCAP is urging member states to implement PrEP as part of their fight against the spread of HIV. And a single mother of four today received an early Christmas gift from Minister of Youth Affairs Simona Brooms. The woman, who sells beverages at her home for a living, was faced with uncertainty after a tree collapsed on part of her house, damaging not just the house but her refrigerator that uses for business. Minister Brooms said after she learned of the woman's plight, she decided to offer some help. She added that she wants to see the woman back on her feet again. A relieved Roshan K said she is more than happy with the gift from Minister Brooms.
She's do so much in here, and I think the Ministry of Housing need to step up, because she's not in that position which she could help we, but she still try, you understand. So I can't stop thanking her, because she's the only one here for we in this present moment. Nobody else don't come but she. And I thank her for what she do for me.
The single mother used the opportunity to also call on government to provide some sort of assistance to residents in the big yard where she lives. She said many of them would like to move into their own homes.
Looking at her, she has a responsibility. Her children, she normally would sell drinks and water, all this. And the thing that was damaged in terms of appliances was the fridge that she earns her daily living from. So I believe, rather than giving her a fish, give her a bait and a rod, because she's a good fisherist, so she will catch her fish and grow where she can throw her seine. So I brought the fridge because that is her livelihood.
Minister Brooms said she has taken the matter to the members of the government, and the Department of Housing will be looking into the concerns. A 25-year-old man from Wisma Linden was today found guilty on 2 counts of rape. The youth Keon Lawson, called Crash, was on trial before Justice Simone Morris Ramlal for the rape of a child under the age of 16. The first count stated that between November 1, 2014 and November 30, 2014, the man engaged in sexual activity with a 6-year-old girl. The second count stated that on the 6th of October 2017, he engaged in sexual activity with the same victim when she was 9 years old. The jury, after deliberating for over 2 hours, found Lawson guilty of the 2 charges. After hearing the jury deliver their verdict, the convict apologized to the court. His attorney has asked for a probation report to be prepared before sentencing. The judge has indicated that the sentence will be handed down on the 6th of January 2020. Across the Region is up next.
There once was a man named Stan whose business needed a new plan. Christmas was coming, this much was true. He needed some help but didn't know what to do. Then fast as a flash, 3 helpers did come from Republic Bank. They came with some. One had low interest rates, one reduced equity, one with approval so quick and easy. Now Stan is the man and his business is booming. Christmas is good and he is winning. Reach more customers and boost your business with a Republic Small Business Loan today.
Only for this Christmas. Get 20% off on educational tablets. Get the B-Link HD8 with 180 plus full version educational apps for students in pre-K to 5th grade. It's perfect for homeschooling. Get creative with the EduCab Pro 10.1, designed for professionals, teachers and higher education students. Whether you are an architect or artist, there is an EduTab for you. EduTab tablets were designed for Caribbean students. Order online or at Zune Online Shopping on Middle Street, Georgetown. Ask for Miss Green. Get yours today.
Special terms and conditions apply. Coupon cannot be used in conjunction with other coupons. Orders may be subject to local taxes and import duties. Discount price is promotional for online orders only and does not include local nor international shipping. Purchase limited to 2 devices per household.
They've made a positive impact on the heavy-duty transportation industry in Guyana since they've arrived. Guyanese are amazed at their power, durability, efficiency, and superior handling capabilities. These are brand new trucks, manufactured in partnership with German, Italian, and French companies. They have a powerful reputation for operating under very adverse Guyanese conditions and come with full after-sales service and spare parts. They're the most sought-after trucks today, with over 500 units in Guyana, and they're available in over 100 countries, including South America and the Caribbean. Be smart. Buy brand new ST Howo trucks today. Call 608-4998 and arrange for an inspection at ST Truck Guyana Incorporated, Block B, Public Road, Covenant, East Bank, Demerara.
It's bigger, it's better, it's back. It's GTT's plus size Christmas promotion. Connect with your friends and loved ones with GTT services to benefit from our biggest ever Christmas bundle of specials and be one of our plus size winners. Visit our website or call 227-9444 for more information today.
Big bundles for you. Big bundles for you. Top up a grand, we make a winner out of you. We got a game show for you. Game show for you.
Taking you across the region right now, I'm Samuel Sugnandan. Let's start with what's happening in the Caribbean. The high cost of intra-regional travel is expected to be raised when Caribbean Community CARICOM leaders meet in Barbados for their next intersessional summit next year. A group called Citizens Against High Intra-Regional Caribbean Travel Taxes is lobbying for a reduction in taxes and fees on intra-regional Caribbean travel. They have written to several regional prime ministers on behalf of many people across the region who are against the current cost of intra-regional travel and government's role in escalating airfares. Packages containing copies of the petition bearing more than 20,000 signatures were dispatched to the offices of CARICOM leaders and the Ghana-based CARICOM Secretariat. And now for a look at what's happening in Latin America. Brazilian police have smashed an alleged international dogfighting ring in a raid on a pit bull fight at which barbecued dog meat was served to spectators. 19 pit bulls were rescued during the raid on a farm outside Sao Paulo on Saturday. An American, Peruvian and Mexican were among 41 people arrested. Those detained will be charged with conspiracy to commit crimes, animal abuse and illegal gambling. Police said the fight was part of an international dogfighting circuit held last year in the Dominican Republic. Bets were placed at the scene as well as online. Finally, international news. The Pope has declared that the rule of pontifical secrecy no longer applies to the sexual abuse of minors. The Church previously shrouded sexual abuse cases in secrecy in what it said was an effort to protect the privacy of victims and reputations of the accused. But the new papal documents on Tuesday lifted restrictions on those who report abuse or say they have been victims. Church leaders called for the rule's abolition at a February Vatican summit. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. Have a good night.